Hey, it's Nicole from the Working Mom Method. I am just here to provide an update on my retrenchment story. So, this would be part three of my retrenchment series. So, it has been a few weeks since I posted the last update. And I think it's time that I just check in because not that anything's been resolved, but I did say I'd keep being honest about this, and I just don't see that that journey where you're okay, I got dismissed today and then 2 weeks later I'm like, oh, I got a new job. For me, I feel like the journey in between is rather important. I think that the struggle is what people relate to, and I wanted to bring my readers along with me on this journey because it hasn't been easy. And I've been very realistic about this journey as well. So just keeping it honest, and when there is good news, I will be sure to share that. But where we are today, well, I'm still applying, still sending things out, and mostly what's come back is just nothing. Complete silence, not even a rejection anymore, which is strange to say out loud because at least a rejection tells you something. And right now I'm just sending things into complete silence, and it does something to your head. You start filling in the blanks yourself, asking yourself things like, am I overqualified? Am I underqualified? Am I too old? Is my salary expectation too high? It's like, what is scaring people off? So when I would get a rejection, I would go back to them and ask, why was my application unsuccessful? Like, was it my background? Is there anything that I was missing? Like, just to get some sort of feedback. Then and you can, like, if the information is useful, you can use that in moving forward. But yeah, I don't know if I'm just not applying for the right things and nobody's telling me. So I've actually started loosening up on what I've even been applying for. Because I did mention in my previous post that I've been very picky because based on my experience and how far I've come, I didn't just want to apply for anything. I don't want to settle. But bills still need to be paid, and I've got kids to look after. I'm the sole provider in our household. So it makes it very difficult. I also mentioned in my previous post that I went for 3 interviews. So one was an AI interview, which I just messed up. And then 2 that went really well. Now, keep in mind that I've basically sent out probably like 500 applications at this point, and I've literally only had 3 interviews. And while those 2 were really, really good, one did come back saying, although I'm a strong candidate, or I have a strong background, I'm just not a fit for what they're looking for right now. And I was honestly gutted because that's the kind of company I actually believe in. They focus on making a real impact, and it wasn't just about chasing numbers and chasing revenue like my previous company. They really were focused on making a change and making a difference. So that unfortunately fell through. But the other one is still open. It's another travel impact organization, much smaller, closer knit, and they're still building the role out rather than just slotting me into something that already exists. And we've spoken a few times now. Every time has felt really good. So I'm hoping to hear something by next week. And until then, it's just kind of sitting here waiting. I'm trying not to hope too hard while also completely hoping. And I'm still applying for other things. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. At the end of the day, end up disappointed. But what's really frustrating and really scary right now is the financial reality. I'm not going to sit here and pretend the money side of this isn't dire, because it truly is. I'm the only like I said, income in this house, bills are due at the end of the month, school fees are due, groceries. I mean, there's all of these things, and I don't have a plan B. As I mentioned before, I don't have savings, and there's nobody here to kind of take the reins, while I'm going through all of this. So that's really uncomfortable right now. And it's the most honest part of it. But, from that, I'm just trying to keep myself busy. At the same time, I've been upskilling myself. So I started a writing course and I started an inbound marketing course because I've been seriously thinking about pivoting into marketing. Job hunting, I've just seen a lot of opportunity there, and it's genuinely something I think that I'm interested in. And it's already feeding back into like how I think and manage this blog and how I write. I believe in always improving yourself, just always upskilling yourself. And that was something I always encouraged my team when I was managing, that go and do that course, go and do that training, like go study further, just keep improving, whether it ties with your job or not. Just do it, don't even second think it, just go. I can be a true testament to how that has served me well, because over the time, or over the past 8 years, I also managed to obtain my TEFL qualification. And two things have kind of landed in my lap that I'm genuinely excited about, even though neither one affects the situation today or changes my situation today. One, I've been approached by a community leader that has asked me to teach English in person to kids and maybe adults too. And I'll be working with them to kind of kick this off. So there's nothing set up at the moment. We'll be starting completely from scratch. And although the goal is, it's a long way off, it's very exciting because it's something that I would own. I can set my own hours. I can live around my kids' time schedule. That to me was something that I always wanted, to be able to have that flexibility. And then the other opportunity was a consultation thing. So next week I'll be sitting with a travel startup, unpaid for now, but it's a kind of work that actually fulfills me, like helping a small organization find its feet. And who knows, there might be an opportunity later on. So those are two things that are happening right now. Nothing set in stone, but it's in talks. And if I'm honest about today specifically, where I'm at, like mentally, is just, I'm not in a good space. Last week was dark. Yep. And I've been learning to lean in to support, instead of just trying to carry this on my own, because that's typically what I do. I know that there's nobody else that can really fix this. I'm the one that needs to apply for those jobs and go for those interviews and, land the job and work and get paid. Nobody else is going to do that for me. And I don't want to sit. I mean, I have sat and thought to myself, like, why now? Why did this have to happen now? Like, why this time in my life? And it just doesn't help. It doesn't help. Yeah, that's the update. And nothing's resolved. I'm still going, and I'll probably provide another update in a couple of weeks' time. But if you would like to read the other posts, go to my website, www.theworkingmommethod.co.za, and I'd love for you to subscribe to my newsletter. I do put out content every Wednesday and Sundays. Thank you so much. Bye.